Okay, so I know a lot of artist struggle videos say the same thing, like the other eye, hands, anatomy, or it's so annoying when people look at you while drawing. But this time, I'm gonna talk about stuff that you don't really hear people talk about. First thing I'm gonna talk about is comparing yourself to other artists. I'm very guilty for this one, and this is the main reason why art is so stressful for me. But especially for beginner artists, it can really hurt you and make you lose interest quickly, which is why I want to talk about it. Comparing yourself to other artists on social media platforms is a really common thing for artists, especially because there's so many amazing artists on platforms like Instagram or Twitter. I'm not gonna say you should never compare yourself, because sometimes you're gonna need to improve yourself by observing other people and comparing yourself to their art to see what they did better and what you can implement into your own art. But what you shouldn't do is compare yourself and say things like, I'm so bad, I can never get to that level. Why am I even doing art if I'm not that good? It's easier said than done, but a lot of people tell me everyone has different paces and that the people you look up to right now is at that level because they've overpassed your current level months or years ago. Some people like me don't get really affected by lines like that, so something I always think about is just never give up. I've thought about quitting multiple times, but I knew in my heart that I would never quit something I'm so passionate about. If you really like art, please don't give up and please keep pushing forward. Second thing I'm going to talk about is art block, which is more commonly talked about in these kinds of videos. Art block is honestly something that I can say that every artist is going to go through at some point. If you don't know what it is basically a period of time of having a lack of inspiration or a lack of motivation. There isn't really an estimate on when and how it could happen, it could just appear at any time of day at that point. You could either be on an art block 6 times a week or be on an art block every 6 months, which only those fan art literally 1 hour ever since character has been released Twitter artists can do. I'm also very guilty of this, and I'm safe to say I'm on an art block right now. For those who haven't gone through it, which I hope God has mercy on you, it just feels like there's no fun in art and everything you make just looks like shit. Or maybe you really do want to draw, but everything you draw looks like shit, so your motivation goes down, and it's just a really painful thing to go through. So you may be asking, how do I get through this art block quicker? It's simpler than you might have thought, but what's worked for me is just taking a break from art for a few days or a week, and after that I always have a refreshing start to drawing, and it works for me for a while. So anyways, I've been talking for a bit now, so I will be ending it here. If there's any other artist struggles that aren't really talked about, please tell me in the comments and I will reply if I can.